Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
We stride across the 15th, Rich, and we talk about strong par fours. This is another one.
As big as 12 was, Luke, this is almost twice the size, if you can imagine it, with a tiny, tiny landing area out there. This is possibly the meanest hole on this golf course. Not hardest, meanest. If you've walked off with par on this hole, job well done, my friend.
This one needs to kick left. Not a bad shot, that. Still a chance.
Already made a few birdies today, and this is another good look.
This is buckets. And that's back-to-back birdies as we head down the stretch.
2 in a row there, Luke, getting their groove on.
Trailing by 8 strokes now after that hole. 16th, the last of the par threes on this golf course, but it's not an easy one.
This is underrated difficult. The green is big in size, but it plays awfully small because there's really small sections to this green. The front, the back right, and the top left. If you find the right section, job well done. If you don't, it's going to be a difficult 2-putt to say the least.
Standing over this one, and it's a very long putt. Just didn't drop. Yeah, that looked to be a bit of a misread. Oh, these are good for the momentum, these ones. Right on 8 feet. And in it goes for the par. Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
He's happy, just came off a birdie.
And after that effort, this is how the field is shaping up. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. The penultimate hole at Torrey Pines South is not a long par 4, but the danger lurks everywhere.
They moved this fairway to the left alongside the canyon a few years ago, which really enhanced the beauty, but also the fear of this hole. You have to challenge the left-hand side because the bunker down the right is really no good. From there, the green, it tilts from back to front mostly with a really low section over there on the left-hand side. However, it still is a promising birdie opportunity.
What a shot! Almost went in the bucket.
Yeah, good bunker shot there. Nothing left for the par.
8 feet to the cup. Okay, steady now. A bogey putt awaits.
It's looking solid.
A little slide happening here on the leaderboard. See if he can bounce back. And the finishing hole here at Torrey Pines South, one of the more famous on the PGA Tour, site of so many of Tiger's wonderful victories. Par 5. You can get there in 2.
You can, but you have to thread your drive in between those 4 fairway bunkers that line the fairway. From there, now you have to think, do I want to take on this flag with the bunkers right, bunkers left, and certainly the water in front? It's a daunting second shot, but if you're brave enough to take it on, then you could reap massive rewards.
And here we are with the 3rd shot. Lovely effort, that. And this putt for a final score of 77. And that's how he signs off on this event. Henny, I'm starting to really appreciate the magic in these rivalries. While they can't walk away with a victory in the tournament proper, they get to lay claim to beating some real stars of the PGA. And what about this victory over young Will Zalatoris?
Luke, Will Zalatoris isn't one of those players that gets beaten. This just doesn't happen. He is a player of the future, a young gun that usually comes out firing on all 4 cylinders. He didn't today, and this player took advantage, and they will use that to propel them forward.
Pga Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm very happy to be following this featured group because there are rumours of a rivalry brewing between these two players.
Well, Henny, it sounds like this player's going for gold. They're trying to beat Xander Schauffele.
I wouldn't want to try and beat an Olympian. A gold medal winning Olympian with hair as good as Xander Schauffele and a swing as good as Xander Schauffele? No thank you. I'll leave this up to them.
Yes, I'm just looking through his list of weaknesses, and let me just list them off now. Yep, none. Good luck to you.
The old-fashioned hammer hands. That'll ruin any putter's stats. And that's an opening hole par for this player.
That's a rock-solid par right there.
Tiger Woods back in his familiar spot, currently on top of the leaderboard here.
That's a good-looking shot there. And Henny, what kind of a shot are they facing this time?
Setting up here from about 200 yards.
This looks to be hit pretty well from where I'm standing.
Yeah, quality shot, that.
What's in front of them, Henny?
This one's 13 feet from the cup. They're staring this down for eagle. Rolling end over end. This putt's looking great.
Oh, super putt that. What an eagle.
Checking the scoreboard now, and this player is currently sitting in a tie for the lead with Tiger Woods.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
Setting up now on a par 4.
An eagle on the last hole for this player. Let's see if they can't build on the momentum they've created.
This one should find the rough. Well, every week there's a certain bunch of players that everyone keeps an eye on. This one seems to be exactly in that company. One of the strong favourites to win, don't you think, Rich?
It's never a surprise when you speak this player's name. They've been so good all year long. They've got to be one of the favorites, not only for this tournament, but also for the season-long FedEx Cup.
Getting ready to play their third.
And he needs this to save par.
That was a gallant attempt.
Just a tiny putt is all that remains. Now heading over to Xander Schauffele.
He's one stroke behind his rival in this event.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard.
Rich, we get our first look at the beach here at Pebble Beach. This fourth is a short one, but beguiling.
It is just around the 325-yard mark. Most players tend to lay up and just have a wedge for their second. However, the big sticks, they can go ahead and take a rip at it, but beware, the beach lurks closely down the right-hand side.
Oh, that was pure. And this putt to move into a share of first. Oh, just missed. And this putt coming up for his par. Ooh.
This one for bogey.
And that putter's hold, and that means it's back-to-back bogeys, unfortunately.
You're making one bad mistake with another, compounding it, not good.
The fifth hole, Rich, the first of the par threes. Much to it?
There is. This green is tiny. It's minuscule. And you have what over to the right-hand side? Oh, yes, the Pacific Ocean. No, thank you. A par three here is an excellent score.
Well, a little off the target with that one.
We'll now move over to Xander Schauffele.
He's just coming off a drop shot on that last hole.
And back to the play, shall we? They're looking to get this one close in hopes of saving par. Oh, I thought that one was going in. This one just outside 7 feet to the hole.
Solid little par putt here.
Putt is underway.
Ooh, right by the hole.
And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. Colin Morikawa currently in the lead as we check the rest of the standings.
The sixth hole here, Rich, at Pebble Beach, is a tale of two halves, isn't it? A strong tee shot down the hill towards the ocean, and then the second, the approach shot back up the hill.
There's no doubt about it, Luke. This is just a spectacular par five. The beauty of it, though, is that you can mess it up in a hurry. This is a very difficult par five. Don't make any bones about it.
Opting for the 5-wood.
Attaboy, good shot. Well, Rich, from where I'm sitting, this looks makeable. Do you agree?
Look, I got to say, I'm really not liking their chances here, but you never know. Stranger things have happened.
Well, these are good putts to make. Good for momentum, right on 7 feet.
Now, with any luck, they can hold this and manage to leave Xander Schauffele behind. Get some momentum here.
Chance to get one under the card with this putt. Oh, so close. And how did that shot impact the score? Let's have a look at the leaderboard. We head across to the par 3 7th. We always talk about it in golf. It doesn't need to be a long one to be a great one.
Luke, this could be one of the most picturesque par threes in all of golf. Who says great par threes need to be more than 150 yards? Not a single one of them. I love this hole.
Now heading over to Xander Schauffele.
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
Okay, time to return to the action. A putt for a place in the top 10.
On a nice line.
The putt drops, and that's back-to-back birdies. And he'll move into the top 10. He's currently tied for 6th.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
Well, after the beauty of the 7th, we go to the beast that is the 8th. Is there a tougher two-shotter on the property?
Not to my knowledge, no. At just around 425 yards, you're going to lay up to the end of the fairway. No driver needed. But the second shot is where it gets difficult. Downhill, a very small green. You knock it on here in 2, and you've done well.
Yeah, that one's looking good. Oh, that's a great approach shot.
Already had a few birdies today. This for another.
And this putt to move into the top 5 on the leaderboard. That's frustrating. He's got a par putt here. Let's see if he can make it. He's currently tied for 7th. Pebble Beach has a terrific stretch of par 4 starting from the 8th right through to the end of the 11th. Let's take a look at the 9th.
This is an interesting hole because it wants to make you aim left, but there's a bunker there that you need to avoid. Funny enough, there's a lot more room out to the right than what you can see off the tee. A very strong par 4 to finish the front 9.
From around 170 yards here, just a couple back from our leader. Well, this one's right at the pin. Oh, lovely looking shot into birdie range here at the 9th. 4 feet to the cup.
This is what they have left for birdie here.
Just didn't drop. Pretty good chance here. This one's for par. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? And this one will be for bogey. Well, Rich, as we make the turn to the back 9, what are your thoughts so far?
Well, Luke, I've been enjoying this pair of rivals we are following today. The two of them are pretty even for the event so far. Very interested to see who will come out of this with the bragging rights.
Nicely done. Second shot here on the 10th hole. And not a bad approach. He'll be putting. We'll now move over to Xander Schauffele.
It's been neck and neck. He's actually tied with his rival. This is tough. Can he do it?
Let's return to live play now. And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard. Wow, that's misjudged. Just taking a look at this one, Rich. Do you think it's makeable?
Luke, I gotta say, I don't like their chances. I have been wrong once before, but I really can't remember when that was.
Well, Rich, we start to head home, but first we've got to head up the hill on this short par 4 11th.
Thankfully, a breather hole after the last few. This is just a 3-wood. Could be a driver up the hill. Second shot, very short, but beware, this green pitches severely from back to front. Watch the spin on your second shot.
Xander Schauffele setting up his next shot. Xander Schauffele, delightful player out of San Diego, California. He's got that cool vibe about him. Came out one early a few times, but then he seems to have struggled to find that next step, hasn't he? He's sort of golf's almost man, except when he got that gold medal put around his neck.
I think that took his confidence to a place where it should have been in the first place, Luke. I think that this young man, he's got no weaknesses, very little weaknesses, if anything, in the game. I look at him and think, why hasn't he won more? Well, the problem is that he's put himself in contention so many times that there's only one person in the game that has won at a clip that he could have, and that's Tiger Woods. When you put yourself into contention as often as he does, you're just not always going to win. Somebody is going to come from back in the pack, shoot a great round, and you might struggle just a little bit, whatever the case. But yes, he hasn't closed as many tournaments as he would have liked, but he is there each and every week. I got to say, this kid he's a world beater. He's going to be phenomenal.
Rich, let's head to the 13th tee at Pebble Beach, shall we? And what's the decision off the tee?
Aim it right, just shy of those bunkers down the right-hand side, and you've got a mid-iron for your second shot back up the hill. Again, a green that pitches severely from back to front as well as right to left.
Sitting at 1 under the card in a share of 7th. Going with the 8-iron here. Hoping for a bounce here, preferably to the left. Gee, I think they've got the handle of this game, Rich. Fairways and greens.
The iron play today has been absolutely stellar. Luke, the greens in regulation, just a fantastic accomplishment. Great to watch.
And as they leave that hole, Rich, you'd imagine a little bit frustrated after such a great shot in. Here's Xander Schauffele. How close was that to going in the hole? Great shot. Let's take a look at the current standings. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. As we head to the 14th, I know the 18th gets all the attention here at Pebble Beach, but this is a strong par 5.
Oh, this is a good one. I love this par 5. Just hit it just down the left-hand side. You can't reach the far bunkers down the left. Lay up with a long iron, maybe a fairway wood, but watch out. This third shot gets awfully tricky.
They found the sand here. Oh, that was a good strike. Around 110 yards to go. 4 shots behind our leader. Should find the green here. Terrific shot. And a chance for birdie coming up here at the 14th.
Nearly doesn't get any better than that. Amazing shot.
At -2, going along nicely today.
Managing to chase down the leaders, closing that gap. Gotta like it.
Second shot here on the 15th. Going with the pitching wedge here. Look at the line on this one. Get in the hole. Magical shot.
Made birdie on the last. Looking for a second in a row here.
Here's Xander Schauffele. Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? And a chance to move into a tie for second here.
Yes, and 3 holes to go. This is getting to be a nail-biter.
Just 2 shots back after that hole.
I tell you what, inching closer to that top spot on the leaderboard, things are definitely heating up.
This is the all-important stretch. Time to make your move. That's not what they hoped for. I'm definite about that. Well, Rich, this player's certainly making moves up the leaderboard, aren't they?
Absolutely nice push on this final round. Still needs to keep the foot on the gas, continue making birdies if they have any hope of winning.
Great opportunity here for him to drop this putt and get closer to the lead.
I really hope this one drops for him.
Now heading over to Xander Schauffele.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Okay, steady now. So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead.
Getting closer to that top spot on the leaderboard. This is getting interesting.
Let's head to 7, one of the most famous par 3s in all of golf, Rich.
Yes, just over 175 yards on the cart. It's a tale of two greens. When the pin is up front right, it's a birdie opportunity. Back left, find the green, make your three, and sprint to the 18th tee box.
We'll now move over to Xander Schauffele.
Yeah, he just made bogey on that last one.
Let's get back to it, shall we?
An opportunity here to move into a tie for first.
And if he should make it, tied going into the final hole.
Oh, that was such a good stroke.
Bit too heavy-handed there. This putt just 5 feet away from the hole.
This is what they have left for a par.
There it is.
He's currently sitting in second. Well, Rich, as we find our way to the 18th tee, few holes in golf capture the imagination more than the finishing hole here at Pebble Beach.
So much history on this hole. Aim it at the trees right in the center and hope you don't get unlucky and get underneath one of them. From there, it's going to be a layup out to the right and just a short third shot. What a wonderful, wonderful finishing hole.
Seems to have chosen the 3-wood.
Oh, I love that. Had the confidence to stand up there and try and drive the green and delivered.
Sitting one back as well, Luke, showing their intentions.
All right, let's keep the focus here. This is to win the event. Oh, just missed.
Oh no, that's a heartbreaker.
What a great effort. And this one going to a...
Oh, how about that, Rich? Do you want me to go fill up your cup? Looks like we're going to extra holes.
What a grind this last few holes were for this player. They got it done. Late charge up the leaderboard. Love to see it. Heading to a playoff.
Here we go, Rich. It's time for some playoff action.
Oh, everybody loves a playoff, Luke. I'm excited about this.
This will be intense, Rich. So much pressure, and these players won't be stopping until one of them wins the hole. Buckle up.
Oh, such an exciting day, Luke. Let's get into it.
Nice shot, that. That should find the surface. Well, that certainly makes putting a lot easier when you can hit a shot like that.
It starts off on a good line.
Oh, that is so cool. What a moment at exactly the right time.
It took him a little longer than usual, but what a way to win this one, Luke. Amazing putt.
Well, that'll put a smile on the dial, won't it, Rich? What an outstanding performance.
Making quick work in this playoff, getting the win on the first extra hole.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, hope you enjoyed our extra coverage in this week's playoff finale. From myself and all the hardworking people at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in. See you next time.